Good evening and welcome to Web Watch on Flip TV, a frequent program we hold every day. I will look at reports online, reports that are making the headlines. So today is another day. Today is the 9th. I think today is the 9th of November 20.
Yeah.
The year is coming to an
My
end.
birthday is in 2 months.
Our birthday is in
My
one,
birthday is in 2 months.
is in 1 month.
Exactly this day, January.
Next.
You will say the next year. You're
I don't
talking about
understand.
2022.
I don't understand.
That's what you will say.
Okay, I'm Christian Jigo and I have with me.
Yes, to be glad.
I am Adeni Adina. Welcome to Web Watch.
I'm Olamide. Welcome to Flip TV. To Web Watch and Flip TV rather.
Yeah, you're also welcome to Flip TV. We are going to be looking at. We have the chairman of the Tinubu on the drug trafficking case. We are going to look at that. We are also going to look at the attack on Atiku's van in Borno State today. We are going to look at a movie producer that said that the cause of Ifeanyi's death is because the video belongs to a secret cult Illuminati. We are going to look at that and also many others this evening. Let's start with this 1 million naira guy that they're going to do a wedding. Let's start with that one.
The 1 million naira guy.
Okay, somebody traveled from abroad, came to Nigeria, supposed to wed with a fiancé, and the cost of the wedding, the guy wanted to do a simple thing, and said, "Okay," but the lady insisted, "No, let's." From the budget, they got it to 1 million. The lady refused.
The lady still
said
go further.
Beyond that.
She never ready to marry, until you're not ready to get married. In this present economy, someone's son is bringing out 1 million naira for a wedding, and you're saying it's too small. I wonder. One of my friends actually
technically it's small, though.
See,
I told them that technically the money is small, but if you decide that we are not spending much, it is okay like that. Just manage your resources.
My point is this: like the wedding, the guy don't already look himself. Like he has looked at himself. He knows that throw me up down is only 1 million that I can bring out for this wedding. And you are coming in as a wife. The guy look you of all the girls that he saw, he chose you, believing that you are the wife suitable for him, and he chose you. Probably explain to you that, babe, now only 1 million me I get for this wedding. No, you connected and say 1 million is too small based on you've invited friends. Probably she's a social media babe,
TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok babe. That's what happens. See, in this present economy, now person who won't spend 1 million for wedding, except is for both the bride price, the traditional marriage down to wedding. For wedding only, I don't talk about before. So now ritualists, Yahoo boys, drug barons, and politicians, they do lavish wedding these days.
And pastor.
I don't know about pastors. Now, they are the ones that do
pastors. Pastors, they do lavish wedding.
I don't know. But the ones I mentioned are the ones that I know that they are the ones doing lavish wedding in this present economy we are in. Come on now, who are you trying to impress, really?
I also think from the guy's perspective, nowadays, for you to have dated someone for years, from girlfriend level to the fiancé level till you guys planning to get married, and you can't still reach an agreement or understand each other in those kind of critical things, then what have you been doing in the relationship? What has the guy been studying in the girl? Has he just been throwing money to the girl and be like, just enjoy me, you buy her everything? You don't, when you want to marry a wife, you are getting married to the mother of your kids. If you go out, you'll be the one to control the home, cut costs, make sure even if it is 1,000 naira, she can bring out something from it. And if it is 10,000 naira, she's cool with it. So you getting married to that kind of girl is even a red flag right from the start, that the guy has refused to see, or he just maybe because of the girl's beauty or some different things.
I kind of feel that
sometimes
sometimes it's men are the ones that puts us
That pressure.
under this kind of thing. Because I believe that when you're trying to woo a girl, you paint a picture of you have it all. And then eventually you now be like, see, we will not want to believe you because let's say for instance, I have a boyfriend and then I ask him for, let's say 100,000 naira and he gives me or even give me much more.
Yes.
Or sometimes I ask, please, I need 50,000 and I need to make my hair. You now say, I don't have money. Then after, let's say a few hours, he now sends me 55K. So if he comes to tell me that it's only 1 million, I will say it's not possible because this is how you've always
You
been.
won't believe him.
You understand? This I won't believe you.
So the guy
No, the guy has traveled abroad, so let's continue.
Okay, he has left the girl. Hey, yeah, auntie. But seriously, auntie, this is
and to see man,
marriage is not about the wedding. After the wedding comes the marriage. You get.
Of course.
So what's that thing that you want to spend more than 1 million is just. It's just.
I was even saying they could have gone to the registry because.
Just a low-key wedding.
Just a low-key wedding.
See, it will get to a point in this world or in this part of the world where you only hear she's married. When the party was
I
done,
think
you know.
your suggestion is very okay because I think the girl must have perceived that this guy have more than this money. He has more, but he just choose not to follow his own direction.
But then some girls we need to borrow some of us need to have sense. If a guy says he's only 1 million, he has even tried. What if he has other plans?
Yes, right.
There are other plans.
Are you
kidding?
Somebody leave Obodo Ibu. All those girls in that side. He leave that place, come back to Nigeria. And
no, she's trying to show my boyfriend.
And after the wedding, they will still travel back and he will foot all the
bills again. And then see, she never ready to marry. No, she's still in her 21, 22. Married, reality have not set on her yet.
Okay.
When she will enter like 28, 29, 30, guy, your eye go open. You go no say dating site today.
Okay, let's talk about the EFCC chairman. Today I saw a video. He was responding to journalists. It's like walking like a free man. Like nothing is happening.
Of course, he's a free man.
So they asked the police. The police have reacted to the police says the Nigerian police force has reacted to the court judgment that ordered that Abdulrasheed Bawa, the chairman of the EFCC, should be remanded in Kuje Correctional Center. The spokesperson of the police, Muyiwa Adejobi, said the force is yet to receive the court document on the judgment. The EFCC boss was convicted on Tuesday following the failure of the anti-graft agency to return a Range Rover and 40 million naira to one Rufus Ojuawo, who was discharged and acquitted in 2018. For instance, if it's a common man that they said contempt of court, the police will not wait for any report. The police in that court will be the ones that will enforce the arrest. But now it is somebody who seems to be above the law. That's why Nigerian politicians, they can play politics with everything. What they are supposed to do, they know how to maneuver. Say they have not received. So that means if we have somebody who is a hardened criminal, a terrorist, and the court say contempt of court, they will wait until the court go and print paper and serve it to the IG of police before they can arrest that person. What if that person escapes? Is it not the same police that is in the court that will arrest them? So, like we said yesterday, this man will still be walking free.
Of course.
And nothing will happen to him. Imagine. This is stealing. I think this is stealing from the part of EFCC. The court has freed you. What they seize from you, they refuse to give it back to you. You can see. This is, if not that man is an influential person. What of ordinary persons that they just seize like 2 million, 5 million from them? They will say, go to hell, do anything you want to do.
That's the same question she was asked yesterday.
Is there anybody like a body that is conducting
exactly
EFCC?
Because most of those things that they seize, at the end of the day, they won't return it to the owner, even when the court has ordered so. They won't.
There's what they call impunity, and the Nigerian system is not structured for everybody. It's structured for those in power. So now if you say who is going to regulate the EFCC, there's nobody that regulates. There is a minister or there is an executive member of government that is in charge of overseeing the affairs of the EFCC. And if the executive, that is their Baba, can disobey court judgments. So why would the chairman,
Honestly,
and they're just disgracing the judiciary, disgracing the country.
seriously. But they
And
don't care, provided that they are getting what they want, what is satisfying them.
so
They
now,
don't care about any other
if you
person.
go against the law, they'll come and arrest you. Why they themselves? They are criminally
They are the
minded.
law.
They thank
Which
you.
They
law?
are the law.
I don't know the one
They
that
are
made the law. They made the law in their favor. So it's just the common man that needs to be pitied, not them. Talking about that, I saw a report today that Senator Ararume, I believe we know him, right? One-time governorship aspirant of Imo State.
Okay.
He dragged Buhari to court.
Over what?
That Buhari appointed him as something to NNPC, and then he was removed. So he said that Buhari should compensate him with 100 billion naira.
Billion.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
Mad people everywhere.
Honestly speaking.
Mad people.
With what is
Like,
happening currently?
You guys know Senator Ararume now.
I know Ararume.
Under AP, he's on an APC senator.
Mad people everywhere. See, when I look at these people, they look disgusting to me. Yes, they look disgusting.
Oh my goodness.
These people that are whatever, they look disgusting to me, and they will come out with their agbada and everything. You think they know what they are doing. You think they are really sensible people in this corridor of power. You just know that these people very, very wicked and evil. Evil of a people. Let's move on with the attack on Atiku in Borno State. Hoodlums were said to have attacked his convoy. I saw the video. I saw the glass of the bulletproof.
See, I don't know. Honestly speaking, if I'm to rush into this conversation to talk about it the way I feel, I let me start with a question, probably to all of us. Do you really think that it was hoodlums like that? Because I feel that these people, they stage things just to get
Just to
pity
show that
party.
they are also being affected.
Yes. I kind of think that
This is
way.
Nigeria.
Anything
Can
can
happen.
Thank you. Anything can happen. I kind of feel that way because, and that one might still happen. You know, he was going for what was he going for that they attacked him?
There's a campaigner.
He was going for a rally, and then they attacked. Who attacked him? In the north, right?
He said, Dino Melai announced it. He said it was the APC thugs that attacked them. And you know APC, they are the ruling party, then PDP is the opposition. So such things is likely to happen.
I know what they are fighting for. All they are fighting for is for the treasury. The key to the treasury, that is Nigeria's treasury.
Yeah.
That's what they are not after whether they are going to have good governance or others on to be telling you story. If not, APC will have done better because they had so many manifestos, so many campaigns during 2015.
Of course.
They were up here and there saying this, saying that. Somebody that applied for the presidency for like more than 3-4 times was even crying. You think that person will do something else, but now the person is in power. You can see the impunity left, right, center. All they are looking for is for the pulse of the country to handle it. You know what Nigeria makes every day? You might be surprised. What Nigeria make a month would offset its debt.
Of course.
The president can comfortably, like Nigeria can comfortably make like 100 billion every day.
Of course, it's possible.
It's not
so all they are fighting.
They are making more than that a day without stealing and everything. They accumulate everything.
Like I said before, these our present government, they are just very, very selfish.
See,
honestly,
it's not only the present government. From the way back, those ones before this one.
The past ones.
What did they do?
It's the previous ones that gave birth to these ones now. They will still keep giving birth to their lookalikes. So I just feel they are just selfish. They are attacking them or not attacking them. They know themselves. They know what they are looking for. Honestly,
they know who's attacking.
They are only bringing us so that it will look like you people should see or let's not be there.
They're also going through this.
Yes, they know what they are doing. See, I'm not going to pity anybody. Honestly speaking, I'm not going to pity anybody because all of them, they know themselves from the head to the bottom, or let me put it that way. They know themselves from top to bottom. They know themselves and they know what they are doing. So it's not as if imagine EFCC boss being and the man is working as if nothing has happened so far. Just look at me, I'm still free and no now.
Said he has appealed.
See, they can't fool. They can only fool people who doesn't want to know anything.
Exactly.
At this point in our lives, we are not.
Just imagine a Kuremadu owning like 40 houses.
Honestly speaking,
Is that not insanity?
But wait, though, now the question is, which
That is
business?
insanity.
Which business this man did do
If it is
before
his
before
money.
before he entered into
If it is
politics?
his own money, it is no. It's
Which-
bad.
It's not
Which
as if he
his
has a
own
company. It's not as if
money.
he has a factory. It's not as if he has one big frame.
How
It
many
is only
houses
politics,
does
like,
Bill
seriously.
Gates have?
Bill Gates is a businessman. These people are politicians.
If you-
Nigerian
Even
politicians,
this
to be
guy.
precise.
Politician, how many houses does Trump, former president of
Even
America, have?
Elon Musk said he's currently squatting with someone.
The current UK Prime Minister, UK Prime Minister, they are one of the richest families in UK, but they left their houses to number 9. That small apartment, that's all UK Prime Ministers. They left their house, they parked to that place. Insane politicians that I don't know. 40 houses and 55 bank accounts.
55 bank
55.
accounts.
How many children does he have?
55 bank accounts.
Yes.
If someone
He's
has
they are just
numerous
looting
accounts
money.
like that, you should know that
Something is
something
wrong.
is wrong somewhere.
Exactly. Something
Something
is
obviously
wrong.
is wrong somewhere.
So let's move on. We have the Tinubu drug report that yesterday night I saw it. Dr. Kemi Olunloyo, she said something shocking has happened. I will not mention it. So, like I said, what is that shocking thing that happened? So normally, most times you can get information from the comment section. I went to the comment section, and somebody now said that they have released a report of a drug deal trafficking that Tinubu did. I hope you saw that picture.
Yeah, we saw
Yeah,
this.
it's like
They released the report. That is, he did that. Is it not a long time ago? What year?
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Yes, he did the report, and Nigerians can talk.
They can't talk.
They can talk.
That
They
is
say,
my
I'm supposed
problem.
to
Like,
say
why
something. I
can't we
actually
talk?
did a
Actually,
research. I did a
why
research.
can't we talk?
I did a research on it and I was going to do some things on it, but I was told not to do it.
okay.
Really?
Yes.
But seriously, are we supposed to?
Which is the truth.
Are we supposed to be like? Are we supposed?
Like I deliberately
God.
like this man. Which business is he doing? Which business does he own in this Lagos?
I've asked that question before.
I went to do research.
I've asked that
on
question
it.
before. Like, if Dangote comes out today and say he wants to be the president of Nigeria, we know where he's coming from. We know this man is a businessman. If you talk about cement, he's number 1 in this country. Not even in this country, in Africa. When talking about sugar, he's there. Talk about noodles, he has a brand. Talk
Cement,
about
so many
talk
things.
about spaghetti, he has it. Like,
So many
a
things.
lot of things. We know where his wealth is coming from. But some of these other people, where is their wealth
Even
coming
Majority
from?
of
Where
Otedola,
can
you
it
know
be
that
linked?
he's into oil and stuff.
Majority of all these politicians, we don't know where they're getting their money from.
And it's a problem. And the moment doesn't the fact that we are not even allowed
To
say anything about it is a
Exactly,
problem.
It's a problem on itself.
It's not like we are not allowed. We
But
can,
we
we can
can't.
actually talk, but the moment
For
you start
the fear of
talking,
our lives.
you understand, it's
Of
not,
course,
you
freedom
might
of
not
speech
become a
is
target.
It's not guaranteed.
so according to the document, the money is held, yes, in the accounts. The account is in Heritage Bank and also Citibank. Where proceeds from white heroin drug operations operated by his partners. He used a fake name, according to that report. He used a fake name on that document, and different.
But do you know, the truth is, no matter how we want to shy away from these things, beneficiaries of these people, what they are into, are the ones that wouldn't really want you to say anything about it.
Of course,
And
they
that's just the
defend them.
truth.
They
Yes,
defend
of
them.
course.
Let-
Because imagine someone like me who has nothing to lose
And nothing to gain.
and nothing to gain. I'll definitely say it the way it is, because at last I don't have anything to lose. But then, for the sake of some certain things, you just be like, no, shall
just
keep me.
keep quiet.
It's not as if we don't know what is going on out there.
There's one thing about truth is that no matter how, if there's a race between truth and lies, no matter how far lie run, at the end of the day,
Always prevail.
The truth will prevail.
you
You
understand?
know, before this thing, like, I kind of hear something about this drug something some time ago. I think I shared that with you.
When he
Was
was,
that not when the in-law came out that time to say that was when Tinubu ran to London?
there are so many stories,
There
and
were so many
a lot of
people
stories. And there is
people
one
want
thing I believe
to
that in
step
every
down.
rumor, there
There's
is always
a
an
truth,
atom
an
of
iota-
truth.
Exactly. An iota
You
of
understand?
truth.
And there's he has reacted to it actually.
And he
He
said,
has reacted. He said that
drug cases
It's
done.
dead
that-
on arrival or something like
Exactly.
It's dodo. Like
He's dead as dodo.
He's dead as dodo. Exactly.
like
That means it's true, but it's been buried.
that. That's been buried.
Mhm.
Exactly.
But I wonder. But thank
Our
God for.
incoming president.
See, even in time to come, something like similar will still unveil itself again. No matter how you want to run away. From
someone said that he wants to become president so that you have immunity to go to the United States. Because as we stand, he cannot go to the United States.
Mm.
If he dare steps his foot in the United States, they will have to pick him up. So now if he becomes president, he has immunity
Immunity to enter.
to enter the United States. Get it?
Honestly,
So
you
well
see,
and good.
in this country, it's God that's going to help us. Honestly.
Okay, let's continue. Let's look at this Chidinma case. There's a twist that got up that she had the affair with her foster father,
Chidinma.
sexual.
Chidinma.
Chidinma attacker,
Lucifer
Lucifer attacker.
the killer of his father.
Okay.
There's a twist. She had an affair with the father, that is foster father, the father she was living with.
And she's just 21. She'll be
Oh,
22
this
this year. She'll be 22 this year.
How will somebody? Well, things are happening.
Somebody-
What I notice, what I suspect, I speculate is that they want to they want to release. That's like my suspicion. Not
She
release
wants to release her.
her.
Imagine, did you see? Like, I think it was early this year
And they
that
did,
she won a Miss
Miss-
Prison.
Miss Prison.
Miss Prison. Someone like
Miss Prison.
she won Miss Prison,
And she doesn't even look like
and she
someone
wasn't that is inside prison.
inside prison.
In this country, I wonder what we
still
celebrate.
saying
Actually,
that
I wonder
this
what we
thing-
celebrate.
The death of that man is not something she did alone. She didn't do it alone.
Yes,
She
because
has, like,
this
people
man has
backing her
money.
up. Exactly.
He's
This man has
the
money.
CEO of
And
one
there are
TV
securities
station.
there. There are securities in the hotel. This lady can't just like
It's not a
mastermind
hotel,
everything.
it's an
Carry it out
apartment.
on her own.
Exactly. Carry it out on her own. It's not possible.
And this girl has a boyfriend.
She has a boyfriend.
So they should arrest the boyfriend as
What
well.
is happening to that Nasarawa lecturer? Is there any
We didn't
update?
hear
We've not heard
anything.
anything
again. No. I
Any
just thought
update?
something will come
They would have covered it now. And imagine that.
No,
girl is
that
a
one they will not cover it. Like they're inside cell now. You know one thing about cases in Nigeria, if they judge your case now, probably they can release you now. But if they adjourn it, you can
You
stay
really
like
like
6
it.
months
Mhm.
before the next date. Probably they adjourned. You see, Ekoremadu, I think he's spending like 4 or 5 months now
They've adjourned it to next year now.
in prison. So
He's
probably
going to
he's
spend
going to
6 months.
spend at least 1 year in prison.
That's Ekweremadu. He's always so unlucky. Last year, maybe 2 years ago, he had issue with doing New Yam Festival.
No, he has been outspoken against the IPOB and the Biafra agitation, and they have already picked a fight with him. Any supporter of IPOB and Biafra would say all sorts of bad things about Ekoremadu. Even in Germany, they fought him.
So how is the daughter now?
The daughter herself, they have joined the daughter.
as well.
It's part of the people that are facing trial.
Yeah.
Oh God! And she's having.
They are complete. Yeah, you see the woman's face and everything, the way they were. I will not pity any Nigerian leader. You don't need to pity them.
See, in this life, there is nothing like being upright, because there's nothing like being upright. Because if you think that you're doing this thing now, the Bible said there is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end of it all is destruction. When you're doing something, you think that you are doing good, or you are
You are smart.
You are smart.
You're
Thank
smart,
you.
exactly.
At the end of the day, you'll be the one to suffer it.
Okay, popular Nigerian actor Joseph Okechukwu has leveled some wild allegation against the Nigerian singer Davido Adeleke, well known as Davido, over the death of his 3-year-old son, Ifeanyi. Ifeanyi Adeleke drowned in swimming pool on Halloween day at his father's mansion days after he celebrated his 3rd birthday. Speaking on the mystery behind his demise, actor Joseph Okechukwu made some serious allegations against Davido. He analyzed the event that led to Ifeanyi Adeleke untimely death on that Monday. The movie star accused the singer of sacrificing his son to the Illuminati on Halloween day as a part of a mandatory human sacrifice to move up the ladder of success. According to him, the singer's bargain with the devil led to Ifeanyi's sad exit story.
Was he there? See, this thing, sir, I don't know.
So,
I don't think people should allow these people. Let them rest.
I have a different opinion on that. You see, I used to sing. I still sing. There was a time we started going to studio, and this guy, test microphone, and that guy, what's his name? Terry G. His studio. So we went to do songs, and there are many things that are happening underneath that you that are ordinary fan, you will not know. Understand? Most of these guys, they actually belong to cult groups, and belonging to a cult group, there is a reason. And if you are going global to do any artists that do collaboration with international artists, most artists that do collaboration with international artists to get international fame, watch it. They are going to lure you to join the Illuminati. Whether you like it or not, it is a fact. No, that's my own opinion.
Okay.
It is a fact. And there have been many revelations on the Illuminati. If you can have your time, do a research on the Illuminati. Everything they do, they hide it. They are controlling from the... Okay, for instance now, Kanye West has been dropped by Adidas. Why?
Do you know
Have you asked why?
I've asked why. Do you know why I think why? Kanye West recently gave his life to Christ, which I think is doing...
Adidas, Samsung, that signed, had a deal with Michael Jackson. They are
I think he's facing this thing because probably he dropped out of that call.
You know, he made some statements, and these people are going to control. You see, this world is controlled by some unforeseen forces. For instance, now, if they want to deal with Nigeria, they can cut Nigeria from global transaction. You just be on your own. You just give yourself 3 months. All of you will just be complaining. For instance, let's take for instance, the value we have now is paper. That is money. But the real value is mineral resources.
See, in my own point in all these things is no matter what it is, though, I can't speak for anybody. I just kind of think that they should allow the sleeping dog lie. The small boy is dead.
Most of our actors are dying mysteriously. Why?
See, actually,
nobody will reveal to you.
I've done series of research on this Illuminati.
See Halima Abubakar.
It might be.
No.
It might be real. It might be real. I'm not saying because there is no empirical fact to prove that this thing.
This life, if you are waiting for empirical fact or spiritual thing, you know go see you.
It might be real, but to some extent, there are so many people that have died. Most celebrities that have died. There will surely be a story or nonsense. Someone coming up with series of lies to back it up.
Yeah, you're saying lies.
This guy, for Kola Oliola, when he died, this guy that used to come up with mysterious report and the likes, that used to investigate journalists. Most people said he was into cult. They cut off his head.
Would you believe?
Wait. On the day he would be buried, they opened his coffin. Many people saw it. They said this man didn't join anything. They didn't cut off his head. Most people still think they cut off his head today. But they have to open the coffin for people to see. But people will talk.
Is entitled to believe
talk.
Anything. You
Even
can't
for a normal man on the street.
Well, it's an allegation.
Let's say normal man.
So the boy dying on Halloween day.
Well, I don't really know. I don't really know much about it, but I kind of feel that the young boy is dead, so they should just allow.
When David died, they said the same thing.
Okay, now to become a president, to become a politician, a governor, do you believe that these people use diabolical powers?
Of course.
Is there any evidence you have?
There's no evidence to prove that they use.
But how do you not believe that they use diabolical powers?
See, it's just speculation. They may and may not. There is no empirical fact that okay, if you do this thing, you will win. Because if most of them do it, it's only one person that will win. This
word have been designed that you can't get an empirical, like an evidence for anything some people do. You can't lay your hand on any sort of evidence.
Of course.
For instance, if I belong to any cult, you don't have evidence. I know you don't have evidence. I can belong and you can't say anything, even though you know, even though you see.
See, I know that the spiritual and the physical they work together. But
when I was young, they say if you draw something, because I draw, you draw something, you throw on that bed, something will come out. If I tell you that I drew something, I threw on that bed, something came out, you will not believe. I don't have any evidence. I saw something come out of the bed. They'll say this one is dreaming. I say I saw something. Superstitious. I saw it.
I know all those things. You can't get facts for it.
Nah.
You do it in your presence. And you actually see it. And when you tell people, you
people. Hello, guys. Honestly speaking,
is our life. Why would you? Okay, wait. You want to have all the money in this world? Do you want to enjoy it alone? You want to enjoy it with your loved ones? Why will you now sacrifice the only loved one you have to get the money? It does not make sense, and it's not even balanced at all.
But seriously, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense, and you can even die at any time.
It doesn't make sense, but people are doing.
You can even sleep today and not wake up.
Let's look at the comments.
Do ritual now.
We have comments here. Winston P said, "You said it all, mad people everywhere." Okay, Udeze Chima, you guys should wake up. You don't have a country. If any of you experience what a good country looks like, you will weep for yourselves. Chukwemeka Kamara, my friend, you're welcome. Nigeria is gone. APC will still win because I don't believe that people will still support them, but people are doing millions march for APC. Nigeria people are gone. Is that push, mom? Okay. The law is made by the superior for the inferior to obey. I pity for Nigerians who are still blind after Buhari and his government did a good thing to open our eyes. Who is ordinary? Who is ordinary man to police? Winston Peace went on to say, the richest man in Nigeria you are talking about is a full criminal. My sister has opened your eyes.
Everything we know. Okay. Thank you for like we need more of your comments. We started with Bawa. Bawa is still working free. The court injunction has not been, the court verdict has not been applied, has not been obeyed. And also we talked about Atiku attacked on his way to a rally or campaign in Borno State. I think Borno is Maiduguri. That place we have Sambisa Forest.
Yeah, that's where Kashim Shettima is from.
Yeah,
I think that's a state.
And he said something that he's going to beat him hands down in his backyard. That is Atiku
is going to beat
Shettima. Yeah, in that. I think Atiku will win the North. He will get more votes in the North. Yeah, I think Atiku.
See, me, I've always said it. I've not seen the Northerners. When they enter into their caucus, their inner rooms, you don't understand the language they speak, do you? So they can talk to themselves, convince themselves. Because imagine a presidential candidate going to tell his people, don't vote for anybody who is not a Northerner. You understand? Even if you are in their midst, you don't understand the language, they can sell you off.
See, I don't think it's about convincing. I think it's about brainwashing. Can anybody convince you to vote for a bad candidate? No. Nobody can convince you. But because you are enlightened, you know about almost all the candidates, you know their track record, you know their history, you know who you can trust and who you can't trust. They can't convince you easily. You've chosen what you choose based on what the information available to you. But these people, they have secluded them from the reality. At times, just give them cash, maybe 500 to go and buy something.
Please, my people, this coming election, hey, don't see if you collect 500, ordinary 500, it's for 4 years.
You're saying 500.
The 500, they cannot give 500 at this point in time. At least, how much is 500? 500 cannot do anything now.
Is that what you think?
People see 15 naira on the ground, they come out, they jump. They don't pick 15 naira on the ground again.
People will still pay 500 though.
500 is not to sell your vote. 500. 500. You go even power for the person.
Do you know that there are people in this country that they week in, week out, they can't even see that 500?
No, this 500.
Is that what you guys?
Even if they are begging.
You see 500. Davido returns to Instagram, deletes posts, unfollow account. Unfollow then the Otedolas.
Real?
Are you sure? The guy is mourning. You guys should just let him be.
The Otedolas.
All of them.
No, as in, I think DJ Kupi unfollowed. I was asking, why did he do so?
No, Ian and DJ Kupi, they're actually friends, like close friends.
Was he expecting them to abandon their father's 60th birthday?
I just think Davido is still grieving. Anything he does now, just be based on his emotions.
Exactly.
So by the time he
that's why I would suggest that netizens, you just let them be. Just let them be. Chema have not even said anything, and she can't even. I don't even know. I wanted to say she can't say anything for now. You should just allow them be. I can imagine.
How long?
See,
how long will this take?
For how long they can grieve? Let them grieve.
I've not lost a close person before, but then I've
can feel what
I've
they
been,
felt. I can feel it.
Exactly. They should leave them alone.
They should
Whatever
just leave them alone. Even if
like,
you
I
want year,
stop
they will used to
saying
leave
this.
them.
Exactly.
When they
Leave them.
recover
Leave
from
them.
the store.
And I actually
Just
Wow.
imagine that someone that you're playing with just
Mhm.
now,
Exactly.
the next minute, the person is no more.
And someone
And it's
is
not like
telling
the
you how
person,
to grieve.
you
No,
understand?
now.
It's not like this person traveled or he will not come back. No, but forever and ever, the person
You won't
is
see the
gone.
person.
I
no.
actually wish they can
Just let them be.
go off for like a year
Go on
and then
social
come
media,
back.
I swear.
with twins.
Go off together.
Exactly, together.
Are they together? Oh, I don't know whether they are
That's
together.
what I'm
They will surely
saying.
be together.
The best thing is to stay off
This is
social
the
media.
best and they need
Each other. Honestly,
Exactly.
it's not easy for a mother to lose a son. Damn. Not even the one that is
The
that
only
close to
child.
the. No, please.
It's
They should allow them to be for now.
Okay, we'll talk about the report on Tinubu's drug case in the United States. And also, KMO responded to that report. He said that is as what as
Dead
Dodo.
as Dodo.
Dead as Dodo.
Yeah.
Like
Even if nobody talk, Kiyama will definitely talk now.
No, he's a spokes.
Yeah,
at
That's
least he's
what he's being paid to do.
That's
yeah.
his job.
Doing his job.
And if he
Yeah.
doesn't do his job, that means he's not good enough for it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's. Do you have any? Rufai. This is Arise TV journalist. He talked about presidential candidate attending debates. He said debating is a show of love and respect to your country and the people you wish to represent. Enough of these nonsensical excuses given by presidential candidates in Nigeria when you have the opportunity to engage your people during debates. Why decline to their calls?
Honestly.
People that can't respect you to debate in front of you will not respect you when they get the power they seek from you. The Yoruba has a saying, if you are confident of your medicine, you beat your chest publicly. If your ideas, plans, and manifesto are good enough for you, you should be able to debate them in any circumstance possible. This is coming from Rufai Araisti.
But that's the truth. He has said it all. So this is something we've been saying on this show.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't be open enough to debate in the presence of people that you're seeking power from, when you get there, you definitely treat them as trash.
We are trying as much as possible to avoid some questions from Nigerians.
Yes, because some of the questions they might not be able to answer it. So they better not.
They will never answer. They will never be able
So they
to.
better shy away from me than disgrace themselves.
Exactly.
Right there.
Okay, still there is still kidnapping going on in along Lagos Ibadan Expressway today. Yes, gunmen suspected to be kidnappers stormed the road from the bush before the Shagamu interchange en route Lagos and started shooting at motorists in the 18-passenger interstate bus. According to one of the victims who craved anonymity, he says the passengers were only lucky to escape the gunmen, but many of us have been injured by the bullets and our bus has been badly damaged too. They faced our vehicle shooting at us. We all lay down except the driver who was the target. They thought we were all dead and retreated into the bush. All attempts to reach the Ogun State Police Public Relations Officer DSP Abimbola Oyeyemi for further details proved abortive as of the time of filing the report. He did not take his calls nor reply to the text message sent to his phone.
I think they are very, very scared to go and face these people.
This is Lagos Ibadan Expressway, right?
Lagos Ibadan Express, where almost everybody.
That Shagamu interchange, before you get to that Shagamu
Oh God.
interchange.
This is December and people are traveling now.
Should people now be afraid to travel?
It's not being should.
Surely
A
they
lot
are
of people
afraid
are
to travel.
already afraid to travel.
They kidnapped a priest yesterday.
All these things happening. Like I thought the kidnapping and everything
No.
has been minimized.
Let's leave the bandits and everywhere. Normal people that are suffering want to kidnap us because they are considering it as a lucrative business.
Of course.
And I feel like most of these people, kidnappers now, they are not kidnapping for money because this is ending of the year. And most politicians and most people, wealthy people,
Okay, the elections are there also.
Their money and stuff like that. So they are looking for people to use as sacrifice.
That lady that they released said they killed so many of the. There's one lady they released one time
So
that's
I
confessed.
think the next night,
See, most of the people they kidnapped, they killed them and
So,
harvested their parts.
honestly, please, whether you're traveling or by road, by whatever means, just try and be very, very careful because
Very
this
careful.
period, once it's December and election time, we know what happens. We're not new to it. It's Nigeria, where anything can happen, of course.
Let's go internationally. King Charles, the newly enthroned King Charles, attended event in northern England, King Charles III and his wife Queen Consort Camilla narrowly avoided being hit with eggs thrown at them during a visit to northern England on Wednesday. Yes. A man was heard shouting, "This country was built on the blood of slaves and not my king," before he was detained by several police officers as the incident occurred.
Matters too high.
Now, most people that imagine leaders in the world space are not people are not accepted by the people. Most people that imagine leaders, they are not approved by the people. Probably they create a system whereby they will emerge whether you like it or not.
Of course. That's what it is.
You understand? Whether you vote or not, whether you like it, there's a system they create. Like I said, this world is being ruled by very few people. And you think is a lie. You don't know. This world is ruled by very few people. If they give all of us all the money in Nigeria, they shared between everybody, it will still go back to the hands of these guys. How do I know? Now, probably whole money in Nigeria is 4 billion. And let's say we are all poor. We have like, okay, 2 people are poor, 2 people are rich. And these rich people, they have investment, they have businesses, they have oil wells, they have very many industries, and they give us the same money. That money, we'll still spend it and invest in their company. They'll still collect money from you. If you have the 1 billion, what are you going to do? You're going to buy something. And a Dangote who produces is making money from you. You're going to buy fuel. Someone who still has oil well is going to make money. You're going to spend. You're going to invest in someone's company. That person's company, he's going to earn more and give you peanuts. Probably 1% on your money, but he's earning. Banks every year, they give billions of profit, while some of the people working with them, they don't earn up to 70,000.
Of course.
You understand? So this world is structured in a way whereby the rich will continue to get richer.
And the poor getting poorer.
Even though they carry money and give the poor, that money will still go through you and go back to them.
It is the mentality of the poor people that is making them to be poor.
Exactly.
If you have 10 million, now what will you use the money to do?
If you have 10 million naira, spend 20%, invest the 80%.
In what?
In real estate.
Now we have government tax.
Invest in real estate. You don't pay tax on real estate, and your money will continue to grow.
You pay tax.
Thy kingdom come.
You pay tax.
How do you pay tax on real estate?
Your landlord, did he collect money for your landlord?
No. Buy land.
Because the government.
Do you know
Landed
the land? See, landed property.
Landed property.
No.
They don't pay tax.
How do you pay tax on landed?
There's what they call. Is it tenement streets?
But seriously, are you guys advertising?
See, until you build house on it, you don't pay any tax on landed property. Until you build the house on it, your land will be there. And even if you will pay any money on that land, see, even if you buy the land now, let's say 1 million naira or 2.5 million naira or 5 million, in the next 10 years, that land will be even more than 20 million naira.
Exactly.
Forget it. Land around Lekki Ekpe axis now. Do you know how much is one plot now? It's about 18 million naira. And about 10 years ago, it was not even up to 5 million. So all those kind of people, if you let's say the person bought maybe 2 hectares of land, which is approximately like 15 plots, or maybe like 12 plots. 6 plots is 1 acre. Let's say the person bought 2 acres of land, that is 12 plots times 18 million. The person is like 100 million. The person will have more than 100 million now. So
I say,
poor people,
every year you pay.
See, do you know what poor people do? Do you know what poor people do? When they give you money now, piam, you use it to satisfy hunger. You buy unnecessary things. If poor people can just have the patience, wait a little bit. It's just like giving you, okay, they give me 1 corn, they give it to 1 corn. Some people will roast their corn. Some people will eat everything. Some people will
plant.
But some will not say, okay, let me wait and stay hungry for a while. If you plant this seed one by one, it will give you multitude of corn. That is just, see, the thinking of poor people and the rich people are different. That's why the poor people.
Okay, there's a report here from a legal practitioner. He was on the Podium Reporters. He spoke on the drug trafficking issue. He said Bola Tinubu, the presidential candidate of the APC, was neither involved nor convicted for criminal drug dealing. That is from the legal expert. He said the United States government has said falsifying reports amplified by his political opponents who are recycling an unsuccessful suit in which the former Lagos governor was cleared of all charges. The US offered the clarification while responding to a petition filed a while back seeking details about the failed suit brought against Tinubu over unsubstantiated allegation of drug dealing and purported questionable financial transactions in the country. Okay, in response, which re-emphasized the acquittal of Tinubu of all charges by the court, poured cold water on the propagandist efforts of his political opponents who are portraying old court papers. But there's a report that he would have traveled to the United States. He will have traveled to the United States. Let me continue. Which merely detailed the unfounded and never substantiated allegations as new and recent facts. A legal expert who spoke to Podium reporters on the matter described the situation as misleading attempt to bend the facts of a simple legal matter in order to gain a political advantage. Tinubu has committed no crime. He's not guilty of anything. That is the position of the law and the verdict of the court and other investigative bodies after examining the allegation. The suit papers some are bandying around are irrelevant because they said things that were not proven. That is from the Podium reporters. But there is this thing about him traveling to the United States and probably going to clear his name, but I don't know. There will be a research. The response of Keyamo to the allegation or to what was published online, he said that it is dead as dodo. Okay, let's move on to this the King Charles issue. Now we have not finished that King Charles issue. Like I said, most leaders are not approved by
the people, and majority of these world leaders, so-called, I think back then, maybe in the 18 something and 17th century to be precise, most of them thrived from slave trade. Most of them, I made a research about this Glazers family of Manchester United, the owners of Liverpool and other big clubs in Europe like that. Most of them, majority of them, they thrive from slavery. Probably after they stopped buying slaves and doing all those kind of abominable acts, the money they've already accumulated from all these things, they invested it. But that does not really cancel out the fact that they've once been into the slavery stuff and the likes. I just think that's what majority of all those world leaders have done.
Okay, let's look at any reaction. In its response, in his response signed by Michael H. Bonner, the legal officer of the consulate office in Nigeria, the US said a records check of the Federal Bureau of Investigation National Crime Information Center was conducted, and the results of the checks were negative for any criminal arrest records, warrants, or warrants for. Okay, there's a check. They made a check, but the records now were negative for any criminal arrest records or warrants for Bola Ahmed. Let's get
the reactions we have here. To Niger said that is how economy works. The reason why our economy fails us is because 80% of all we work for is filtered overseas. That is why our country is stressed and corruption becomes very destructive. Just like Christian said, money flows to Dangote. That is how our wealth flows to foreign bank accounts from Nigeria, leaving us poorer for it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Think about,
like I said, whatever you have, they call it matrix. You gotta study what they call matrix. Matrix is like, it's going to come back to them at the end of the day. It's going to come back to them. So they have already established a system whereby no matter what you make, they are going to tax you. They don't pay tax. Like you said, it's true. There are some things you have, you don't pay tax. It's people that even pay the tax for you.
Pay the tax. They don't pay it.
That's
it's not as if they tweak the system, but they know how to make the system work for them, work in their favor against the people. And the people are not really, I would say they are not enlightened, but most of these things, they don't notice it. And our thinking pattern is very, very different from there. So if the few people from the poor people can break in and start thinking like those rich people, probably they must get out of the poverty mentality.
Okay, let's also look at this one. I want us to revisit that one. That 1 million naira this thing.
1 million naira wedding saga.
Because at this point in time, for you to, if you want to do wedding, if you want to do a proper wedding, 1 million is not enough.
Okay, please, I want to ask a question. To go to the registry, is it up to 500,000?
It's not.
You're saying,
So if you call your family,
25,000.
okay, let's say we are.
so won't you do traditional wedding?
Calm down, Mr. Chris. Let's say we are to get married now.
Okay.
You will call maybe like 4 of your family members.
Of course.
It's like we have made this arrangement between you and I.
Mm-hmm.
You are the husband and the wife. Okay, this is what we are going to do.
Okay.
We can't incur debts after marriage because nobody will come and
It's
come to us after marriage.
You are thinking
You are
that
talking of traditional wedding.
Is it a must to do traditional wedding?
You will not pay bride price.
And we'll be paying now. We can pay after.
It can be like the money can be involved.
So people are paying.
Like Gladys now, as she find like this, your own bride price now special.
It's not true.
You know, some people are
Don't
paying
even
bride
go
price
there. That's
after like 10 years of marriage.
Of course. See, let me tell you something. My dad told me
You can
something.
reach that thing.
See, Christian, you are an Igbo guy.
Yes.
Oh my
See,
goodness.
babes, Christian, now Igbo guy, be the same thing with me. My mom and my dad have told me this time with that number that Oku dina wine, adiga agacha. Like the journey between a husband and a wife is unending.
Yeah.
So marital rights is never finished.
Mm.
Because if you're telling me pay everything, are you signing off that goal? You are not. Because if anything happens to the parents of that, it's still the man. They are going to call on you.
Mm-hmm.
You will respond. So it's not everything you're going to do. Do you understand? I've gone for a couple of traditional marriage in my place, whereby you do for the men, do for the women, do for the youths. They even say for the children in the village. I'm not wondering, like when they bomb me, this will I want to pay everything, but no, it's never done.
Because
Like I've said it before, people that do elaborate wedding these days are politicians, drug barons,
pastors,
Yahoo boys.
Exactly.
Just mention them. See, some
Kidnappers.
maybe. Did you even see the report of that young guy who was a criminal? That's weeks ago.
In the US.
Yes.
He was involved in the armed robbery in the US. So
After which, what happened to him? He was apprehended.
he was exposed, yeah.
He was exposed. He was just doing nothing because he wanted to do an elaborate wedding. For goodness sake, a well-thinking, reasonable young girl now will not choke the husband, the man to be because he wants an elaborate wedding. What's the man's occupation?
Exactly.
These one, our ladies are talking like this as if it comes to reality now.
But that's the truth.
They will not place a demand.
Things about having understanding between both
both
We
parties.
go on social media. We see young ladies making all sorts of this. My mom must be this. Must have this one. Must have this one.
See, the reality have not set on them. When reality set on them, they will understand things. Do you understand? Because in this present life now, you don't see. I've told myself I'm not going to live my life to please anybody. I only live my life the way it's me. I'll be happy. What matters is my happiness, not anybody. Even my parents. My dad might be watching. I've told him, I'm not going to do anything because I want to make you happy. What about me? Do you even care? If you care about my happiness, then you're not going to burden that man.
When you talk about marriage, the family is getting married, not you. Your family is getting married to that family.
When I go back eventually, when I start drinking Gary every day in my house, would they know?
No.
If I call them out, what do you hope you guys have eaten? Yes, what do you eat, Gary? Tomorrow, what do you drink? I drank Gary. You think they will not be bothered? They might even think that you as the man is not capable of taking care of their daughter. Meanwhile, you're taking everything from him.
You wouldn't even want to tell them what you are eating.
You understand? So you just borrow yourself some sense.
I think if you look at this from this angle, what if the guy has the money and like he has the money and
but
and he said, babe, I don't have more than 1 million that I want to spend for this thing.
There's no problem.
And you know that this man is more than capable of doing 5 million naira wedding. And he said, I don't have more than 1 million.
I've said it before. See, wedding is the occasion.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? The remarriage comes after the party.
Yeah, of course.
You understand?
We all know.
We just invest, bro.
Mm-hmm.
We can't use all our money to throw party.
No,
even if we have it all, just do a moderate wedding for goodness sake.
This one we say husbands cast like this.
Just do a moderate wedding.
They cut down the weddings.
It's not about us. It's not.
No,
See,
because
I believe that you still have sisters who wants you have to buy a shrebi for my mother's people, buy for my father's people, buy for these people, buy for almost everybody. So everybody will be looking all glamorous on that day.
Of course.
At the end of the day,
yeah,
we'll now go back to our houses and then we'll start calculating. See, my elder brother got married last year, October. They already have a son now.
Okay.
You guys did not laugh at me. and the latest
No, you're not
aunt.
the-
And the latest aunt in town. What's
Yeah,
wrong?
sorry.
Okay, let's look at the attack on Atiku Abubakar's convoy. This is a comment from someone. He said, I have all along known that Tinubu Shetima would resort to using, that is, bandits and Boko Haram to win the 2020 election.
Okay, I'm sorry. We kind of had a comment here that is making me laugh. Marriage spending depends on the mentality of the people involved. You can
All
achieve
those
a
on
marriage ceremony
English.
You know, I said
with
something.
100K,
You know, I said something.
200K.
I said,
depending on
what
what
have
you
they
want.
been? See, I'll continue to say this thing. What have they been doing inside that relationship for two of them not to be able to
Okay, maybe the guy has
come
been
to
spending
and
lavishly.
no,
on the girl.
maybe he has made the girl to feel on top of the world.
That's what
Like,
I'm saying.
don't worry, I got you.
okay.
You know this kind of mentality. You have to at times.
I think maybe
you have
the
to-
guy did not stay to resolve the issue. Maybe just jackpot like that.
Maybe he just even disappeared. We didn't even hear from the girl.
even if it's
it was
you,
the third party that reported it.
No,
It's not the
who
guy
knows-
or the lady.
Who knows if this guy have been telling this girl, see, babe, I don't want to spend more than a man will never tell you everything. You guys
See,
are
there are
men
some
now.
ladies.
You know this.
See, there are some ladies. I'll say this in plain. There are some ladies that have nothing inside their skull. As in,
No, you can't
for real,
say
there
that.
are some ladies that have it.
It's true. You agree that there are some ladies that have nothing inside their skull.
Yes, I believe.
I've experienced it before.
They don't have anything inside their skull.
Yes, so
the only thing they have in their
No.
head is cruise,
Wow.
and to post memes
Ah.
on WhatsApp status. That's the only thing they know.
Let me tell you
See,
something.
so
I know of someone.
they don't come in line with reality.
I know of someone who an uncle wanted to take her out. All right, and then there is no food in the house. There is nothing. She only went there to pick chocolate. So tell me, is that person okay? You eat chocolate for 1 week.
You can't do it.
You understand?
That kind of lady is
And
wrong
there's no food where you're coming out from. You don't even have. You're told pick anything you want. You went there to pick chocolate.
Okay. There's this report. Mercy Chinwo performing at PDP rally. Their reaction that Mercy Chinwo. You know Mercy Chinwo, Mr.
Of course, why would
See,
I?
No, you're an allergy now.
Sing one
Beyond
song.
me.
You're allergy.
I know so many
Beyond
songs.
me.
But now love song go. No, beyond me, yo.
You know beyond me.
Yeah,
She's
nah,
not
love
the one that
She's not
sang
the one that sang
No,
the
sir,
song.
she's not.
Who sang that song? Why would I know Mercy Chinwo?
Yaga.
Mercy Chinwo that won, what's it called? This singing.
But beyond me, she's not the one. It's the
But she
think-
won one singing.
Now let's look at her performing at the PDP rally. What do you think?
That was PDP governorship rally in.
It's still PDP rally.
It doesn't mean she went.
It doesn't mean
She.
That means she has.
They
That means most people see.
she has gone political.
I can say
It's not about
means,
going
and I can
political.
say it does not mean. Many people have reacted to it. They said if it was like Tokpe Alabi or so, people would be like, she's chasing political people to collect money. But on this other part too, it will mean that she has endorsed these people that have put Nigeria in this mess.
She has endorsed the PDP.
She has like endorsed them. For you to sing for them, that means you are one of them. You are
Or
part of
probably-
them.
What
You
if?
agree
What
with their
if?
ideology.
What if Governor Ben Ayede is the uncle?
God bless. I was about to say that.
So what
Because they are
happens?
kind of
So
doing-
there-
What if they are related?
There's no boundary, Abi.
So now let me
they are
wait.
related.
Okay.
She should not be professional.
Davido campaigned for the
Davido is
uncle.
singing worldly song.
Song
It is
is
not
song.
religious
See,
song.
look at
See,
this.
that's
Just
just
look at this.
See, that is why they
He's not
reacted.
human.
If any, maybe like Tiwa Savage or Rema, or if anyone one of them go to any
Okay, in
political
this
party, they'll
aspect
believe
now,
that they
you
are
are
singing for
trying to differentiate now.
they will see they are singing for their money. They are not affiliated to any religious or something. They just go there and play. And just
Okay, I
jam.
didn't know Davido is a traditional worshipper. Is he?
Davido.
Yeah.
It's not a traditional worship.
So why you not saying he's
He's
singing
a Christian,
for
but
religion?
he's not. He's not.
So
he's not
he's
in
Davido's
the religious
level.
line.
We relax now. Is Davido's
Who is he glorifying? Who is he glorifying?
Is Davido's
To drink
glorifying
and expose your body. Who is he glorifying? Is he God?
No,
Drink,
it's-
expose your body, do anything,
Okay, now-
have fun, smoke.
Now, okay.
Get high.
Davido's
Who is he glorifying? Is he God?
Davido is not a Christian now. He's
Who?
not. He's not saying
His
to the glory of
songs. Is he
God.
glorifying God?
See,
No.
you know when
What-
things
what
happen,
is
people
it?
like to take
Is he
side.
glorifying
Actually,
Smoke
to do
and
what
get
she
high, get drunk.
Okay.
No, carry women with womanize. Is he glorifying God?
What if she
No.
was paid to
No, let's
do
talk now.
what she did?
see, I'm not going to talk in her defense because I don't know who Ben Ayede is to
Exactly.
her. Probably is the uncle. Maybe she
Or
maybe-
like distant
or
uncle.
even somehow related. So I'm not going to until she talks. Then I can come back and say something.
Why must she talk?
Many
Nigerians
people-
should mind
See,
their
You know, in this country,
See,
if
the
you don't say
reality-
anything,
She
they
say
will.
anything.
No, I'm
See,
just saying.
Now, the reality of it is that I would say people should not judge anybody even if any religious or Christian or punk Christian artist go to any PDP,
No, they should not.
or
For me,
APC,
they should
people
not.
should not judge
They should
them.
not. They should not have political
They can just-
alliance with
no.
their profession.
They can give
With
them-
what they do,
see,
they should
tell
not.
them to
They should not have
perform for
political
them.
alliance.
Political
She should not
alliance.
go there as a gospel minister. She can go as a person, but not as a gospel minister.
And what if she went there as a person?
Even if she goes there
She
as a
went.
person,
come and
She went there to sing. Nah,
Even if she attend,
she didn't go there as a
Is that-
person.
even
Nah.
if she attend the event without singing, people will still talk.
They wouldn't have called her if not to come and sing.
Like I said
People
before, I'm not
don't.
going to stress this topic until probably she has reacted to the rumor on social media.
Okay, now the gunshot on Atiku at Abubakar's convoy. We are looking at there will be blame game. Probably like this comment now. They are blaming the APC. And the comment is even funny. I have all along known that Tinubu Shetima would resort to using bandits and Boko Haram to win the 2023 election. So what do you think? What do you think? Like you said, they staged it.
I didn't say this. I said I am think because the way they do things in this country, it could be that they staged it.
They are trying to show us that okay, we too we are being affected.
We are also affected by bandits. So
Exactly.
we don't know. See, things are happening in this country that you don't even know what is true.
You know we're good if there is bandit and Boko Haram election.
So we don't even know. And meanwhile, Kashim Shettima, the running mate to the APC, is from that region. Okay, so
From the state.
From that state rather. So we don't even know. It could still be that APC came after them. Like, what do you come do for our state? So if we, if we prevail for here, that kind of thing. But then it could still be that they didn't do anything. Rather, they now did this on their own to be like, they came after us. So they said we should not come to their states.
Okay, I think this will be our last. Wizkid is saying that I want to live forever like Bob Marley, and
what?
No, Bob Marley now. No, Bob Marley's song, people forever remember him.
Well, I think Bob Marley's kind of song is very different from Wizkid's song. Bob Marley.
I saw a report of Wizkid that should be last weekend where he said, I am a secular singer, but I live as though I'm a pastor. You guys didn't see it.
Okay, Grammy Award.
But we are not seeing it. And if we are not seeing it, it's as good as gone.
No, when I saw that was on his Instagram handle. That's where I saw that stuff. I was like, for him to, are you sure this guy will not wake up one and tell us that God have called him?
He will. If God should call him.
Let's look at the full details. Grammy winner, he won Grammy now.
Yes.
Yeah.
In collaboration. Wizkid has revealed his intention to live forever. Speaking in a recent interview, Wizkid said, along with managing his ego, does he have ego?
Yeah. You say he has. I don't know.
He said less ego.
Much love, less ego.
Yeah. He aims to live forever, though not practically, but through his works. According to Ayo, his resolve to ensure he achieved the second aim was even made firmer when he attended the music play Get Up, Stand Up for one of his idols, Bob Marley. Alongside managing my ego, one other aim for his new chapter is to live forever, not physically, but whatever I create to live forever. That is like Bob Marley, like that song, Get Up, Stand Up, Get Up for your right. Even some people were not even born, so they still
very different from
Wizkid's song.
But there's one person, Michael Jackson. Do you know any of the song? But he's still popular.
Even this guy's song, Michael Jackson, there are some songs whereby
Do you know any of the song that he can sing like?
Heal the world.
Mime?
Yeah, sing.
See, if you are not able to sing "Heal the World" and "Speechless," what are you now?
Oh yeah, sing now.
How will I start singing? You know, 4 minutes song or 3 minutes song.
Speechless is there. That's one I can remember.
I think Bob Marley sings from his soul, from the depth of his heart, and he sings about things that are happening. He uses song to like as a means of freedom for the people, to enlighten them. But look at the songs, maybe like past 10 songs that we
Does Wizkid
how many of them
sing such?
Balogun Eleniyan, Wizzy Eleniyan? What's he talking about?
What was the lady of things?
No, what's he talking about? It's just few of the songs. You can, if someone like that, someone like Two-Face, if you look at his songs way back, you can still go back and listen to them. It will still make sense.
Yeah,
And
all
it
his
will
songs,
resonate.
all his way back songs make sense.
Two-Face, Portable.
God, I beg. God, I beg. Where's what they were coming from? Like really, you should even stop singing. You should go back to where he's coming
This
from.
is the second song that blew. What is that song?
Who? Portable song.
Yes, there's this second.
God, I beg you. Is it now? I
See.
think now kind of way.
Someone said something yesterday
I don't even
that-
know it.
Someone said something that she thinks Ashake.
Asha?
Ashake came into
Is it
limelight.
Ashake or Asha?
The way Ashake came into limelight, that Ashake was fully prepared, and they said luck is opportunity meeting preparation, but opportunity has come for Portable. He was not prepared at all. Now, he just blew
Then even that Ashake for me is overhyped. Just giving time. With time, you will see how far.
Honestly, I don't even know what the guy is doing. Like
No, but
seriously, I don't really know.
Give him 2 years.
Because that kind of song is singing, that kind of pattern.
Like
Nobody else is singing.
Fuji
It's like Fuji and hip hop.
Shay, who is singing the kind of pattern Portable is singing?
Portable, don't let me say it, or maybe I don't know. I'm not good. Portable is just.
He wants a
God is not
Portable.
even that big.
No, Portable. Just something else. Let's just enjoy Portable while it's over last.
No, I'm not enjoying nobody. I'm enjoying myself, please.
All right.
Okay, yeah, we are getting to the close of program. Today, Web Watch of Flip TV. Thank you very much for being part of the program and also contributing to the program. What I would say is that let's still keep on fighting. There might be light at the end of the tunnel. I'm
At
Christian
the end of
Chiko.
But wait, why will someone use label put light at the end of tunnel? Why you can't put it at the beginning or the middle?
God bless you. Why you dey stress
Why you
yourself?
go to stress when you put light at the end of tunnel?
Because should I answer you?
Why?
No cross, no crown.
No cross, no crown.
Nah, sure.
Okay. We're signing out. This is Web Watch of Flip TV. I'm Christian Chiko.
And I'm Zubi Glad. Thanks for watching. Catch you all tomorrow.
Adela, thanks for watching my watch.
And Olajide Taufik Olamide.
The man
Thank
with
you
3
very much.
names. Thank you, bye.
Don't forget to like, share, comment,
Turn on the
subscribe.
notification bell.
Thank you.
Bye.